What is going on, Diana and Flatiron team? I believe one of my business partners called you guys to get a green light to be able to send this into your inbox and send you over this video. So I really appreciate you giving us this green light and giving us the email to be able to put it into. Honestly, the goal and the vision of this video is pretty simple, honestly. I see that you guys are obviously doing really, really well, but I also see that there's ways and gaps that you can improve with your online presence based on how you're currently generating traffic right now. So my goal in this video is just to break that down to you, give you an opportunity to understand exactly what you could be doing and what exactly stop you from actually really generating more traffic and generating more phone calls is the really biggest thing. This video is actually going to be pretty short because you guys are doing really well in terms of generating traffic with the Arvada keywords. But one small change I know would actually help you guys generate traffic, and that's this. So I noticed that when I came to your Google Business profile, you actually don't have an address on there. All right. So here's the thing. With Google, what it comes down to is name, address, and phone number. It's how they rank Google Business profiles. All right. Like I said, name, address, and phone number. And that comes down to citations. All right. So an example of a couple of citations is going to be Facebook, Yelp, Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever. Right. But the way that they work is that it needs to all be in synchronous. All right. So if Yelp, your location, or your business, Google Business, your address, name, and phone number is XYZ. On Bing, it should also be XYZ. On Google, if it's XYZ. On Facebook, it should not be YXZ. All right. So the goal of this specific system is to ensure for Google to ensure that they have trust and they actually trust that you are who you say you are at the end of the day. That's why they're looking for alignment. They're looking for specifically synchronicity between all the different platforms in which you operate under. Now, the problem with your Google Business profile currently is that you have no address on here. All right, let me tell you, man, if you're not aware, and we actually are, we work with Sammy the Plumber, Spartan Plumbing, and Arvada as well, too. And just give you context on how many calls he's gotten in the last 2 months after changing this. Give me 1 second. All right, I want to update the date. I don't want to take too much time. He's gotten literally 86 calls in the last 2 months. Right, starting June 1st all the way to this month. 86 calls, call it 40 calls a month, simply by changing this one thing, adding his actual address to his Google Business profile, and adding more citations to his specific company by going in and logging in. And we do this exactly the same thing for him. We can do the exact same thing for you at the end of the day. My goal of this video is actually just to give you insight that you can use, whether you want to do it for yourself, but also you can do it for us. We can do it for you as well too. And when it comes to your specific website, it's doing well. It's not doing horrible, but you're actually not in the #1 spot. You're in 3, 6, 5, 4, 8, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7, etc., etc. You're grabbing some traffic, but you're not grabbing as much traffic as you can. I want to break down why that is and why Brothers Plumbing Electric is actually winning right now. What it comes down to typically is going to be backlinks, and it's not backlinks on this specific page because obviously they only have one. Rather, it's going to be their whole page and how powerful they are as a general. Okay. Now, if you look at their backlinks, obviously BBB is linking back to them. They also have hydrojet calls, cleaning calls, etc., etc. Well, when it comes to backlinks, what backlinks are simply bigger companies or bigger directories linking back to your website saying, hey, I trust this person, and Google takes that authority and actually gives it to you. So now you have power. All right, just like back in high school, Google plays the power and authority game, and whoever's the jock that pushes to the next jock, that jock is now the new king of the hill at the end of the day. All right, when you look at your specific backlinks, there's a lot of spammy backlinks you have, right? Spam. Even your best link is just not really relevant to why you should start to make second income online. Starting a business online is achievable. These backlinks aren't relevant to your service. There's a lot of backlinks that just aren't really relevant to your service, and they're just actually spammy. And that's the reason why they're beating you. Obviously, they have Arvada Plumbing probably more than you guys as well, too. Let's look at it. All right, really, I just said it, and they have it. It's pretty interesting. And then you don't have Arvada Plumbing anywhere on your homepage. All right, not one place on your homepage does have Arvada Plumbing. That is horrible because that's your main location. Right, on your homepage, you want to literally list their main location, and you do have it one time. It's just plumbing in Arvada. All right, Flatirons Plumbing. You want to make sure your content is relevant as well to this specific service. So everywhere you should go, it should be plumbing Arvada. Arvada Plumbing, Arvada Plumbing, based on what's being searched up. So that's why they're winning. As you can see, Arvada Plumbers, Arvada Plumbers, Arvada Plumbers, Arvada Plumbers, Arvada Plumbers, and they also have Plumbers Arvada as well too. They don't even have that much content on a specific page, and they still are ranking you by a ton. All right. So that's absolutely something you can change. The UI and the UX is good on your website. I'll just change the content and make sure it's relevant to plumbing in Arvada. I see here, it says Flatirons plumbing in Arvada. You need more of these words here, plumbing in Arvada, okay? The last thing, like I already mentioned, is going to be citations, which I already kind of broke down for you. But the biggest three things changes you can make, save your images as plumbing Arvada. That'll be able to give you the ability to have more, whenever Google crawls your website, they can see that as more keywords as well too. And also changing your actual content, make sure it's optimized for specifically plumbing and Arvada, all right? Second thing is going to be, or second rather, last thing is going to be backlinks, all right? Make sure you have the correct backlinks, you're not having spamming backlinks in your profile, and that, because that absolutely kills you. Literally, Google just doesn't trust it. And then lastly is going to be citations. Make sure you're actually pulling up on the Google Business Profile by adding your address to this here, and this will literally give you extra 40, 50 calls a month if you do this in the next 2-3 months. Okay, so if you have any questions about this specific video, reach out, send me an email. If you want us to absolutely come in and do this for you, we absolutely can. I'm also down here in Colorado Springs, so I mean, coffee, lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever we need to do to be able to shake hands and make this work, we can absolutely do it. If you already have a marketing company that's doing this for you, send this to them, and they literally will change your business for you if they are any good at the end of the day. So that's pretty much all I had to say for this specific video. Sorry if I stuttered a lot. It's like 8 p.m. I'm kind of winding down a little bit, but I appreciate you watching throughout the whole video, and you have a good rest of your day.